Billy Cook has taken his passion for baseball, created Billy's Baseballs, and engaged and influenced thousands the world over. He always does so with a smile, sense of purpose, and in knowing that his efforts profoundly impact others. His leadership has impacted his family, friends, community, and the thousands of people he has worked with over the last 4 years. Billy is only a high school junior. I am confident that he will continue to inspire others to action throughout his life. Areyvut is thrilled to be recognizing Billy Cook with the Young Leadership Award.
So my bar mitzvah project was called Billy's Baseballs. What I do is I ask people to write encouraging messages on baseballs and I send them to U.S. troops overseas. Originally, I was just gonna write letters and send them to the military, but because baseball is my passion, I felt like I wanted to put the letters on the baseballs and send them to the military.
Billy had a project that his bar mitzvah project came in, it was all about Billy's Baseballs. And as soon as he told us about it, we fell in love with the program. And he came, he brought all of his baseballs, and for years after that, he's continued to come back every year. Yogi sadly passed away a few years ago, and on our very first Yogi Berra Day, we invited Billy to come back and do a special project with his baseballs and have everybody come in and sign the baseballs that were coming to pay tribute to Yogi. Part of that day was every single baseball that was signed, and I believe there was over 1,000 that first year, all went over to the military to Nicholas Berra, Yogi's grandson who was serving overseas. And the following year we did a resource center day in honor of all military. Billy, you call him, he's right there, came right back, he was here for us, and we were able to bring Nicholas in because Nicholas was home, and Nicholas was able to say thank you to Billy and how much it meant and how special it was. And it just made everybody smile. There's something about Billy's Baseballs. How do you not smile when you know you're helping somebody else? And Billy's touched thousands of lives. And Yogi would have loved him. Yogi loved the military. Yogi loved his service. Yogi loved what he did. And Billy's helped us tell Yogi's story to others through baseballs.
Yeah, well, I love playing baseball. Obviously, it's small, so it's something that you can really take wherever. And that kind of is where I got the idea from, having such a small baseball. You can write, when you write the letter on it, it doesn't just give you that, oh, here's a letter. It's also a letter that you can use, something you can look at every day and, be thankful for.
Our family is Yankee fans, and my father and my grandfather both worked at Yankee Stadium, and my husband's family is from the Bronx and my family is from the Bronx, so the Yankees have been very important to us, which is part of our connection to Yogi Berra and why the bar mitzvah was here and how this all started in this building, which we love so much. But Billy is a left-handed pitcher, he's a first baseman, he loves baseball. And that drive of finding things in his life around baseball other than the sport itself has been very rewarding for us as a family. I think if he had picked a volunteer service that he wasn't so interested in, or maybe we weren't so interested in, it might not have worked out so nicely. So I would say if your kid has a passion and you're passionate about it as well, and there's connections, then it doesn't become work, volunteerism. It just becomes part of your family's lives. And it's really a lovely way to spend time together.
Impact has been great. We've received a ton of letters. I'm gonna read one right now. Dear Billy, my name is SFC Aaron Rush. You may not be aware of this, but a time-honored tradition in the military is throwing rocks. This might seem unusual, but when packing and preparing for deployment, comfort items are rarely what we think about. Then after arriving at our destination, soldiers start looking for entertainment, and usually rocks are in ample supply. So receiving your baseball was a very welcome surprise. It provides an enjoyable distraction from our day-to-day grind and gives us something to do that reminds us of home. It also reminds us that people back home like you are thinking of us, and for that, I thank you the most.
One of my favorite letters that Billy received was from a soldier overseas. It was a dad, and he mentioned that not only did he have the chance to play with the ball overseas, but he couldn't wait to get back home and taking the ball back home and having a catch with his son in the front yard. And as a dad, that meant so much to me, of how much it's helping the soldiers overseas, but still gives them that feeling of getting home to their family. And you can't imagine what it must be like for him to wait to get home and play with his son.
I've had little kids I've even had probably about 2 or 3-year-olds just scribble on baseballs to senior citizens writing letters. So everyone can do something on the baseball.
We pack baseballs, we ship baseballs, we sign baseballs, we buy baseballs, but really when we get to an event or we're going even to the post office, Billy leads the way, and that to me is how our family has responded to him. We've become a volunteer family to Billy's Baseballs, and I think when you find the passion in a kid and they love something and you can turn it into volunteerism, it's great for everyone.
As Billy said, it's his passion. If a kid has a passion, support the kid.
You need to find something to be passionate about. Once you can find that, that's when you can help the community with whatever. For example, when I had Billy's Baseballs, baseball is my passion, I found a way to help the community. And I feel like that's the key to not just having fun with it, but also having fun with it and helping people out.